This is Print Lab TV. Always the best.
Hello guys, welcome back to Israel Otojamu TV. I will be talking about how to get your blog post or website indexed as fast as possible on Google. For some time now, it has been very difficult and it has been challenging for lots of bloggers, web developers, web designers, webmasters to get their posts, websites, or articles indexed on Google. But one mistake they are making is that they just write, they just design, they just upload without inspecting their links on Google. So one thing you have to do is that once after writing an article and optimizing it for SEO and everything, once you press the post button on your website or your blog post, the next thing you have to do is you have to inspect your website on Google Search Console. So by default, what we'll be doing today is I'll be using one of my websites to show you how it's done. So the first thing you want to do as a blogger is you go to Google Search Console. Go to Google Search Console and you log in. Yeah. So right now, let's start from, you click on Start Now, and you search for the email attached to your website. But before this, I want to believe you have actually added your sitemap to Google, and you have verified it on Google, because for you to be able to do this, you must have verified your website on Google, and you must ensure that you have submitted your sitemap to Google, so that at least it's going to pick the website. And on this Google account, I have two websites attached to it. So what I want to do now is I would like to use printlabstudio.co. As you can see, that just three total web search links, and this is basically because I've not been inspecting my links. I just built the site and abandoned it for some time. So basically what you want to do now is let me check if I have sitemaps registered on the console account. I need to check. So as you can see, I have my sitemaps dropped and registered on the platform. So these are the number of discovered URLs. So basically what we want to do now is okay, let me go back to overview. Okay, so at the top here, if you are using a system, it will be easier for you to see. At the top here, there is a search button, and if you can see what's written on the search button, it is called inspect. So right now, what you will do is you will go to your website. You go to your website, printlabstudio.co, and this is my blog. Now all I have to do is, I have some articles there, about 26 of them. All I have to do is copy the link to link address, and go to the Google Search Console and inspect. So what you do is you bring the link to this place, click on the search button at the top, and paste the inspect. After pasting it, you press enter. So you're going to wait for some time, and it's going to retrieve data from Google. Now, as you can see, it says URL is not on Google, and all you have to do now is you can decide to test if it can go live or not. And alternatively, you can just click on request indexing. So by default, the article is not yet indexed on Google, and as such, we need to inspect it. You request index, and that's what I'm doing right away. So you're gonna wait for some time. It takes like 2 to 3 minutes before it can get the testing can you can finish the testing and schedule it for index. And one thing is, it is not automatic. You have to give it some days or some hours before you can actually see it on the internet. Submitting request, and as you can see, it says indexing requested. Now URL was added to a priority crawl queue. Submitting a page multiple times will not change its queue position or priority. Learn more. So by default, it has been submitted to Google for index. Now that's got it. We can try one more time. Let's just take another link and so that you would understand how it really works. So let's scroll down and look for one of my old posts. Okay, let's copy this. Copy link address. Then go to your Google. Go to your search button, then inspect. That's all. So once you click it, it's going to retrieve the data from Google, and you can request for index. Maybe after this, you are going to use the test live URL button, because with that you can actually predict if a link is okay, or if there are challenges with the link. Google will tell you if it can be indexed or not. So after this, I'm just going to click on the test live URL for us to see what's going to show. But basically, this is how you submit your blog post to Google for index. If you want to see your articles on Google, on search engines and all, you have to request index from all those platforms. The same thing applies to Bing and Yandex. So it's not just about Google, but it's actually good you do all these things. Now, one thing you must notice, some of your articles can actually get indexed without you inspecting them, but with the way things are, you need to be pragmatic. You need to ensure that you do all these things to hasten the steps so that your articles are not buried. Now, okay, still on the link we pasted on this page. So let's click on test live URL to see what's going to display. So we are testing live URL now. The link, if it's okay for search engine, or if there are problems with it. So we're going to know it now. Let's just give some time. The reason why I'm using the phone is because for some time I've not been at home, and I'm not with my laptop, I'm not with my desktop. So I've been using my phone to check the internet. I've been far away from home. So please make sure you bear with me and try to understand how it really works. All you need to do is move the idea to a system. Look out for the icons I've clicked and do the same thing. Just replicate all the things I've done on this mobile phone. As you can see, this is the live test, and from what is here, the URL is available to Google. That means it's okay. Then availability, URL can be indexed. If it has issues, to tell you it cannot be indexed. So this is telling us that it can be indexed. Now, mobile usability, page is mobile friendly, and that's all that matters. So we have requested for indexing for this particular link, so there is really no point clicking on request indexing again. So I hope this is simple and you understand this. My next video, I'll be talking about how to add sitemap to Google Search Console, because it's important. It's the basic thing. You can't do without that. So, and after that, we can talk about other things. But one more point I must make is that when you request for index on Google, try as much as you can to get backlinks for the blog post. That will help hasten the process of you getting indexed on Google, because for some time now Google has been slow to indexing blog posts, especially new websites. So it takes time. Sometimes it takes 1 month, 2 months, sometimes it takes 3 days, sometimes 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour. But you need to ensure that you get backlinks for your blog post. So that, number one, they're going to rank higher than that of your competitors, and number two, Number two, it's going to get indexed faster than what other persons are writing on than another website and all. So thanks for watching my video. Thanks for visiting my channel, and please ensure that you subscribe to my channel so that you can always be the first to get updates when I drop all these tutorials. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.